Kikimimi Zukin, the cloth hat that can understand animal languages. Kikimimi Zukin is a story about being kind to others or animals, and being treated well will be rewarded. Among them is the motif of returning gifts not with gold, silver or jewels, but with old, magical items. Once upon a time, in a certain place, there lived a kind old man. One day the old man went into the forest to cut firewood. On the way, I suddenly saw a confused little fox that wanted to pick fruit from a tree but couldn't reach it. The old man picked fruit for the little fox, making him very happy. Then a few days passed. One day the old man was about to go to town when he saw the fox from before appear and beckon him. The old man followed and was led to the fox's mother's house. The fox's mother thanked him and gave him a zukin, 2 jin, cloth hat in return. The hat was quite old and wrinkled, but he happily accepted it. But anyway, you can't wear a hat to town. The old man then put it in his sleeve. The next day, when he went up the mountain to chop firewood, the cloth hat fell from his sleeve. Thinking that there was no one on the mountain, he tried to put on the hat. Immediately he heard a voice coming from somewhere. That was the sound of 2 sparrows sitting on a tree branch. It turns out that this is a magical Kikimimi Zukin hat that allows the wearer to hear and understand the sounds of animals and trees. From then on, every time he went up the mountain, he wore a hat and heard many animals talking to each other. One day he heard the crows telling each other that the rich man's daughter was sick because the pine tree was revenge. The old man immediately went to the rich man's house to try to hear what the pine tree said. The pine tree had a large rock leaning against its trunk, causing it to buckle very painfully. He immediately told the rich man what happened and asked someone to move the rock to another place. Immediately the rich man's daughter recovered from her illness and the old man was rewarded handsomely. There are other versions of this story. For example, an adventure story about a young man who hears the sounds of animals, marries a beautiful princess and becomes a lord, etc. Since ancient times, Japanese people have loved hearing and understanding animals. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.